That's gotta be pretty old. Your Apex is not only great for coin hunting and using at the beach, but for those of you like me that enjoy going out looking for artifacts, looking for relics, it's a great relic hunting machine. Now today I'm out using the Jace Robertson camo version of it. Either one of them work fine, it's the same machine. You know, with going out looking for artifacts and relics, you know, one of the big things to do is your research. Good research, consulting the maps, doing your homework, that's gonna be half the battle to having a good day, having good success. But then once you get on an old farm like this, it's a matter of getting out there and really looking for signs, putting the coil to the soil and seeing what you find. So in this little video, we'll give you a few tips, a few techniques on ways hopefully you can be more successful at finding cool old artifacts out in the field. And when you're relic hunting like this, there's areas where you start hitting iron like this. And as you get into it, different people have different techniques of how they want to go into it. You know, with the Apex, I'll show you a few different ways. If you can hear that, there's a lot of low-tone grunts going on. The fact that there's a concentration of iron, it could be nails, bits of household trash and stuff like that. But in amongst that stuff could be some goodies just waiting to squeak. Now in this case, I'm in zero discrimination. Everything's in play. I have no iron checked out. You can audibly hear the grunts. And I'm listening for something better than that in amongst it. Now, other people have different ways you can go about this. One thing I like to do, I like to reduce the iron volume. So I simply just hit the menu button, click down to iron volume, and instead of 8, I'm going to lower it down to about 2. That's just my personal preference. Go back to operate. Now you can barely hear the iron. In my headphones, it's going to be a lot louder. We've got the headphones off so you can hear this. I'm listening for something that squeaks above that. So I know the presence is there, but it's much reduced. I like that. Other folks choose to do it differently. They may want to get rid of all this and go through the iron in Relics mode. Now if I go down and select that, in Relics mode I've notched out a bunch of the iron. Now as I'm going through this, I'm still getting a target ID pixel at the top. It's bouncing and it's showing me there's stuff there, but it's only occasionally blipping to let me know that there might be something better than iron. Really not a whole lot here. You can also click in iron audio. So if I click that in, now everything I've discriminated will give an iron tone grunt. So there's the buzz or the grunt of iron audio to indicate there's discriminated targets in this area. So all personal preference. I like to have zero discrimination and just simply reduce the iron volume. And then what you want to do is go through, I'm going to go back and do it the way I like it. I'm going to switch back into 0 and I'm going to turn off the iron audio for now and just keep working the iron patch. A little blip, but not enough to really indicate a coin. A smaller coil would do better, but I just got this one with me at the moment. Okay, so I've got the iron down, but if you notice, there's something that's really grunting above where the iron is. Iron all through here. But that's hitting pretty good. You know, it could be buttons, bullets, coins, who knows, all kinds of stuff out here. And in this rocky ground, stuff's not going to go that deep. Let's see. Sounds like I moved it. Oh, okay. It looks like an old thimble. So this is something that would have been, you know, could be the 1800s or whatever, old house site item. I've got a box of these at home. I love putting thimbles together. You can collect horseshoes, thimbles, all kind of stuff. You just never know. I mean, that's the cool thing about relic hunting. But that is a good condition old thimble. So very nice.
All right, today I'm using the Garrett Ace Apex. It's the Jace Robertson Signature Edition, the camo. And I'm working in an old farm area where there's a lot of iron. And sometimes what I like to do, instead of using the larger coil, I'll switch to one of the smaller coils. This particular coil is the Viper coil. It is longer and slender, so it can get up amongst a lot of these rocks and stuff. And then I like to switch to the smaller 5x8, the Ripper coil. It's great for those getting in between that iron, especially when you get into a highly concentrated iron, maybe where an old barn was at one time or anything, and you can get in amongst the iron. So I'll show you that as well, but I've got a hit here. I thought we'd go ahead and check it out together. It's hitting very low, so let me scoop some of these rocks out of the way, see if I can narrow it down. It seems to be not deep at all. It's hitting a 45. So I'm just going to take the pinpointer here and see if I can pinpoint it. Oh, there's the culprit. Just a piece of aluminum. But in this iron area, it's good to get in between that iron and pick out stuff that could have been a silver coin amongst there. We'll keep on trekking and see what else we can find. All right, today I'm hunting on this old farmstead where there's a lot of rocks, trees, and brush, and I'm using this 5x8 Ripper coil on the Ace Apex. And what I love about this smaller coil is it helps get around all this rugged stuff, like all this brush and stubble and rocks, where the larger coils can't get in between. So you can hunt right up next to this tree and all around these rocks and get in all those crevices real easily where something might be hiding. So love the smaller coil. It also perfect for when you're in those iron infested areas where you might be something hiding amongst all that iron. So you might want to try out the 5x8 coil on your Ace Apex, especially for that rugged terrain that you may encounter.
Okay, there's a few little quick tips on relic hunting. There's obviously a lot more to learn, but if I was going to give anybody some advice on using the Apex or really any machine for relic hunting, the best thing I can say, whether it's a big coil, iron audio, no iron audio, is simply slow down. When you get into these little concentrations of areas of a home site or any other patch, it's going to take a little more patience to really carefully work through that stuff. But I promise you, with a little diligence, a little patience, and a little more practice, eventually some good stuff will come up. And Apex is perfect for looking for relics. Good luck out there.